I've been watching the NBA since I was 5 years old back in 2006. It's grown into a sport I love so much that I make content about it on YouTube now. But for as much as I love this game, one of the most noticeable things I've seen in the NBA has been the decline in marketing for the league, as well as the decline in product quality. And I've been wanting to make this video for a while now, basically since I started this channel. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on what marketing quality was in the NBA at one point versus what it is now as it's declined. But quickly before we go any further, if you're new and like basketball, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, notified whenever I release a video. I make videos about basketball all the time, and liking and subscribing are the two best ways can help me out in the YouTube algorithm, help support the channel, and I'll move reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Let's try and get 100 likes on this video so YouTube will recommend it to others. Anyways, let's talk about what Adam Silver has done to my beautiful league. One of the most noticeable declines in NBA marketing has been sneakers. The rise of sneakers in basketball culture started with Michael Jordan, from his band debut sneaker to his legendary sneaker line and commercials. He started a major trend, from Penny Hardaway and Larry Johnson to more modern times with LeBron James and his run in the mid to late 2000s and Kevin Durant in the early to mid 2010s. I would even go as far to say that sneaker marketing peaked in that early to mid 2010s era. From the Week of Greatness commercials with Foot Locker, which are some of my favorite basketball marketing commercials ever, to brands just marketing their signature sneaker athletes with commercials. Now, it's not something that's completely gone away. New Balance has done a really good job of marketing their basketball stars, and Nike still does stuff. I like what they're doing with the Ja Morant line, and I like what Adidas is doing with Anthony Edwards, but it's not nearly to the extent it used to be. It used to be a spectacle, but it's not that anymore. And even if Adidas and Nike are still doing stuff with their young up-and-coming athletes, it's not nearly to the extent it used to be. There isn't as much public excitement about basketball sneaker releases anymore. It's still a thing among sneakerheads for sure, but it used to be a thing that would go beyond sneakerheads, and that's not the case. Again, it's not like it's completely gone away, but it definitely has seen a noticeable decline since the days where I was in middle school and high school 5 to 10 years ago. But the most disheartening decline in NBA marketing has been Christmas games. It's not like the product on the court itself has declined. I actually think basketball is starting to peak as of right now, but more about the effort having declined in marketing for Christmas. We don't get Christmas jerseys anymore, which was always a highlight of the day. You wanted your team to get a Christmas game so you could get a Christmas jersey, and that just doesn't exist anymore. Christmas sneaker releases aren't what they once were, if they even exist anymore. They aren't as anticipated among the few that actually do it. While people are still excited for Christmas Day hoops, for lack of a better term, the aura NBA Christmas games used to have isn't what it once was, and the lack of effort with branding on Christmas is a big reason for that. Why can't we get a Christmas jersey? Why can't we market Christmas gear the way we used to? And what makes it so frustrating is they just decided not to do it. It's not like they can't do it, they just don't want to. And when there's a lack of effort, that's what makes something not being there so frustrating. And the final thing that I think really has contributed to this decline in NBA marketing and NBA product promotion has been the media. It's covered in a way that, to be honest, and to put it blatantly into simple words, it's not good. I'm not here to say everyone in NBA media doesn't like or love basketball. I have a bunch of friends that work in NBA media that love basketball, and I think those people need more recognition. but I think there are too many prominent basketball media figures that don't truly love the sport. They just love the attention, and they have a very narrow view of the game, and that turns off NBA fans. I think while we have good announcers like JJ Redick and Richard Jefferson, to name a few, NBA announcing has been bad for a while now. I believe the problem is that the focus isn't on the games itself. The focus is on creating viral nature, doing things for clicks, hot takes that have no substance but get a reaction out of people, mass producing short-term interest rather than long-term interest. And honestly, I think that's the biggest problem with NBA media today. What this all boils down to is that I believe the effort in NBA marketing coverage has declined significantly. I think Adam Silver is focused too much on the ratings itself rather than doing things that just have good ratings and not worry about the ratings. I think the switch from Adidas to Nike has a direct connection to the decline in marketing. I also think that the NBA is lazy in covering the sport. I don't think they edit game highlights well on their official YouTube page. I watch a lot of those highlights and I feel like they leave out 5 to 10 plays that should be highlighted. Now, is this me saying the NBA is dying as a product? No, it isn't, because basketball is the second most popular sport in the world. It's become a global game. It's as popular as it's ever been. But at the same time, that can be true, and it also can be true that the product is declining in quality, when that shouldn't be the case. As the sport gets more popular, the product should be getting better. But the way the NBA has approached the gain in popularity hasn't been a good way of approaching it. Because I believe that it should be about the product on the court and how to make the awkward aspects of it entertaining as a byproduct of what goes on the court. But the NBA seems to focus on what gets reactions instead of the games itself. Now, is it all awful when it comes to the product of the NBA? No, I like a decent amount of NBA coverage. I love the JJ Redick podcast. I love Thinking Basketball. I enjoy writers like Mark Sindler and Nekias Duncan. I love brands like Enjoy Basketball. I love independent rising NBA content creators like my good friends Alex Hoops and 3Cone. There are aspects of the coverage that I like and enjoy. And I'm not saying even that it was perfect before this in different eras, because it wasn't. But comparing past eras to now, the coverage and the marketing has seen a noticeable decline. And I think a lot of that ties back to you have a lot of prominent figures at the top of the sport, not saying the players, but the people that cover the sport at the top that don't really care, and they just do things for viral clicks and reactions rather than building something that's sustainable. And I think if we put more effort into promoting and pushing the people that actually care about the sport to the top of the coverage of the sport, you will notice a rise in quality in basketball coverage. And I also think that as a byproduct, the marketing will go back to a similar rate at what it was before this era. And I think that will be something that's just because there's more effort now. I think it's simple but complex. The complex part of this is getting people that actually love basketball to the top of NBA coverage. But I also think it's simple, and the product will get better, the quality will get better, the marketing will get better once we put that focus back on the love for the game. But that's the end of this video. If you made it to this point, thank you so much. Again, haven't already, like, subscribe, hit notification bell, I'm notified whenever I release a video. I make videos about basketball all the time, and liking and subscribing are the two best ways you can help me out in the YouTube algorithm, help support the channel, and help me reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Let's try and get 100 likes on this video so YouTube will recommend it to others. Let me know what you think about NBA marketing in the comment section below. Do you think it's on the rise? Do you think it's declining? What do you think needs to change? And Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. Yes, this video is going up on Christmas. I think it kind of ties into the Christmas game, so I thought it was fitting. Thank you guys so much for the support that you guys have shown me over the past year and a half. I'll always be thankful for that. We're growing at a rapid rate, and I can't wait to see where we go in the future. But with that being said, have a nice day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.